time. So it's on this note I want to welcome everyone to today's session. I'll be touching the foundational things about Forex, all the foundational things that are very, very important that you need to know. All right. So back in the days, I'm saying maybe 20, 15 years ago, when you were talking about Forex, basically all you are talking about is foreign exchange, right? So you're simply concerned about currencies and how they change hand from one person to the other, how they are being moved from one country to the other, either through export or importation, all of those things. But with the aid of the internet today and how the internet has been able to reach out to more people and then penetrate several systems, we are all able to at least, to minimum, to the barest minimum, you guys, I mean, everyone can now use the internet for their daily transactions, for their businesses. We now can also participate in the major markets in the world, right? The Forex market is no news to say is the largest financial market in the world, having a daily volume of over $7 billion or thereabout. So the internet has just been able to ensure that we also, you and I, can begin to participate. This is the market where federal government of countries trading, central banks of nations, the large financial institutions, banks, hedge funds are the major players in the market. They actually take up about 80% of the entire market. So retail traders, which is just you and I, we take up about 20% of the market. So we are not the major drive in the market, but we are able to leverage on what these big players are doing in the market. All right. This will lead me to say that trading basically is divided into two. That is, you can trade based on just two major philosophies. There are two philosophies or guiding principles to which people trade in any financial market there is. You are either a fundamental trader, that's those who are concerned about fundamental analysis. All right. So either you are given to fundamental analysis or you are a technical analytic trader, right? All right, so stay with me. Stay with me. I'm going somewhere. I'm trying to, as much as possible, lay the foundation that will be very important for everyone, who is coming into Forex either newly or if you are an existing trader. It is very, very important that you are familiar with some terms and you know exactly what we are doing in the market. Okay, so everyone who is trading would eventually, you are either a fundamental trader or a technical trader, right? When you're a fundamental trader, you are trading based on economic report. Or non-statistical information. All right. So if you are a fundamental trader, and definitely before you can become a fundamental trader, you need a very huge amount, in your control. You need to have a very huge amount of funds in your control. You would either be a bank or a financial institution that is big enough, like say for example your JP Morgan, your Chase banks. These are very, very big financial institutions. They are a central bank of countries. They are trading based on the economic outlook of either a country, a region, a currency, or whatever it is. All right. We are not, in the case of in all the course of our engagement, we're not going to be focusing on this. All right. Because that's not our niche as a retail trader. As a retail trader, you can't control this. You can't even have a full grasp of what fundamental analysis is all about because you can't control it. So there's no need. It is needless. This is one thing I tell people who are coming new into trading. You want to trade, you want to be successful, you want to make money from trading. Is it possible? Yes, it is very, very possible. I've been doing this for close to 5 years now. and it's been worthwhile for me. I know people who have been trading for 10 years or even more, longer years than myself. All right. But what did they do? You focus on what you can control. This is one thing. You can't be trading by the news, right? Understand this very well. So the news is not your mission as a trader. If you are listening to me right now, I'm sure that you're a retail trader. Forget about fundamentals. I'll let you know in maybe about Tuesday, Wednesday, let you know where they fall in, where their knowledge is important, but you don't need them. What would you need as a trader is what? Technical analysis. When I'm saying technical analysis, basically I'm saying that you are someone who is using statistical information. You are using the representation of charts to be able to analyze or predict the price. Okay, you are using, basically you are using the knowledge of charts, things like candlesticks. Let me quickly state that here. You're using supports and resistance. Don't worry, I'm going to break down all of these things. You will be able to understand them and interpret them. The videos are going to be available right on this same channel where you're watching, the YouTube channel. So you can watch them over and over before I eventually take them out. Okay, so you can download them, make them yours, but don't commercialize my content. Thank you. All right, so you can focus on candlesticks, support and resistance. It could also be demand and supply. It could be trend lines. Yes. Yes, some people use Fibonacci's. Call them Fibonacci's. Some people use Fibonacci. Which other one? Which other one? I know there are several technical tools that people try to use. I'm not going to be talking about indicators because I don't use them. All right, so I don't use them, and I'm not going to be talking about Fibonacci because I don't use them also. I would only focus on the ones that I use, which is candlesticks, support, resistance, demand and supply. Then once in a while, I get to use trend lines. Why? You would get to know this in no time. All right, so moving on, another thing I would like to touch as we try to understand the foundational aspects of Forex is that today, when we talk about trading Forex, we are not limiting it to just currency pairs. We're not limiting it to currencies alone anymore. Now, people trade Forex and then you could still be talking about trading cryptocurrencies. You could be talking about trading indices, volatility. You could be talking about trading what commodities like gold, like copper, like silver. It's a whole new language now. When you say, okay, I trade Forex, it's now beyond currency pairs. Okay, it is beyond currency pairs now. Let me quickly show one of the sites or the only website on which I try to do my analysis, which is trading view. And then you can see a wide range. The website is tradingview.com. To sign up with them and use their it's very, very good. Helps different markets that are available. So why that is coming, I'm saying trading currency pairs. It could be cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin, like Ethereum, like Ripple. You could be trading gold. You could be trading silver. You could be trading even S&P. Like the Fortune 500 companies. You could be trading their stocks. It's just a wide range of market that you can actually trade on. So if you come here over here on tradingview.com and click on markets, you can see cryptocurrencies, you can see currency pairs, And then when you come to cryptocurrencies, it tells you about, the major ones, which is the ones I've mentioned in the past. When you come to currencies now, you have the major currencies, minor currencies, exotic pairs. It's a whole, like wide range. But what do you need to focus on? The style of my teaching would ensure that irrespective of the pair or market you decide to open and trade, you would be able to interpret it and be able to make money from the market. Okay. The most important thing at the end of the day is you want to become a profitable trader. So this is what I will be focusing on all through. I'm just going to leave out all the junks, all the relevancies that won't be necessary. I've talked about, I've got a book that I wrote, Seven Secrets to Profitable Forex Trading. It's about 8 chapters in there. I talked about all the theoretical things that you will really be needing, of course, with some practical tips. Added some video links also that would help you be able to sync on all of these things. So you may eventually, I'll drop a link in the description where you can be able to have access to this content. But while we're waiting for that, let me go on to the next trend of thought. If you have a question, you could drop them, right? If you have questions, you have thoughts to share, you could drop them while this is ongoing so I can quickly address your questions also. So on to the next thing. For you to start trading, what do you need? When you want to start trading, what are the things you need? You really don't need too many things. Basically, the first thing, of course, which is what you're doing now, part of what you would need. And, I tell people this is the most important thing of all when trading is the subject of discussion. Knowledge first, knowledge first, knowledge, knowledge, knowledge. You can't trade that for anything. Okay. So the first thing you need is the knowledge. A lot of people ask the question, how much do I start with? That's not the first thing. A lot of people ask the question, how much am I going to make? That's not still the next thing to ask. It's not the next thing. The first thing you need as a trader is what? The knowledge. And then guess what? Unlike some other markets where you don't have the privilege to create a demo account, in Forex, you are able to create a demo account, which is not your real money. Okay. It's I don't know the best way. Let me just say dummy money, right? Dummy money is not real cash. So you have the privilege of starting out with this. You practice with this before you go ahead to say you want to create a live account. So what's the next thing you need? Obviously, you would need a phone or a laptop. Very basic. You will need a phone or a laptop. Of course, it has to be connected to the internet. What would be the third thing that you need? You need a broker. A broker. Let me just explain who a broker is. Just as the word is, a broker is an intermediary, right? I've told you about how the market is majorly owned by central banks of nations, the large financial investment houses. I've told you about, the people who are the major players in the market, right? But you can't go directly to play in that market because of the funds that you have, right? My account, maybe even if you have a $100,000 account, a $200,000 account, it's still small. You can't play directly in the market, okay? But these brokers are able to connect a wide range of people who have small accounts or who are retail traders together and then help them trade in the major market, okay? Because they are like a reservoir that gathers, a pool of funds together. All right. So with that, they are your representative in the market. So if you need someone to represent you, you actually need a good broker to do the job. What are my recommendations? Personally, I've been with this broker for a while now, over 2 or 3 years, and I've never had an issue with them. Cord4x.com is the name of the broker. Cord4x.com. I'm not saying you should go ahead, but these are the ones I use. You can create them. They are fine. Good for you also if you want to use them. Another alternative is Odd Forex. And why do I, majorly talk about alt forex is the fact that they have you can make naira deposits directly. When you use alt forex, you can make direct naira deposits. So it's quite easy. On the other hand, for Code Forex, I use Bitcoin to make deposit. I also get my withdrawals in Bitcoin. I don't have issues with doing that. Okay, so you need the knowledge first. You need the phone or a laptop connected to the internet. Then you need a broker. Once you have this, you are ready to trade. Okay, then on your phone or your laptop, you have to download MetaTrader 4. MetaTrader 4. Just check any app store that that your phone is connected to. You would be able to have that. Okay, someone is asking, what's the difference between TradingView and Code 4X? All right. Code 4X is a broker. All right. A broker is different from TradingView, is just a platform where you do your analysis. Okay. There are other platforms that work just like TradingView, okay, where you can run your analysis. Every of these brokers still have they have a trading interface like this where you have your charts that you can actually use. But I prefer to do my analysis on TradingView. And why is that? Because TradingView has they use the average value of all brokers. Okay, they use average values of all brokers on the chart. It may seem a little bit complex, but try to understand that using TradingView would save you a lot of mess. All right, because value varies from one broker to the other. MetaTrader 4 is not similar to TradingView. You can use MetaTrader 4. They are doing different things, all right? MetaTrader 4 now is the platform where all brokers, at the end of the day, irrespective of the broker you are using, everybody trades on MetaTrader 4, all right? There's also MetaTrader 5, but let me not bore you with that. Basically, you are cool with MetaTrader 4, right? I use MetaTrader 4 also. So MetaTrader 4 is a place where all, irrespective of the broker you are using, all traders converge on MetaTrader 4. All right, all traders converge on MetaTrader 4. Now your broker is that intermediary between you and the market. Okay, so if you still find this complex, not to worry, you would get it. Also, you would get it. All right, so I did a video. The next thing I want to talk about is how to use TradingView. At least I'm sure that if you want to familiarize yourself with the tabs on here, how do I draw my charts when I'm up on here and all of those things. I did a video, so let me write that down. So I'm going to put that link. So there's a video on how to use TradingView. It's on my YouTube channel. So you could just watch that. It's going to help you. I don't want to waste time trying to talk about an information that is already detailed out there. So I'm going to put the link in the description box, and that will be very helpful to everyone. Now you need to understand that you would get to see a lot of people talk about peeps, when they're trading. Also, if you have followed me for quite a while, you know I run Peeps Mastery Academy. What does it mean? What additional knowledge you have about Peeps is that is the yardstick or the parameter, the movement of price in Forex. Every movement of price, either for you or against you, is measured in pips. So when the market is moving for you, that means you are in profit. When the market is moving against you, that means you are in a loss, right? When the market is moving for you, you're in profit. When the market is moving against you, you are in a loss. I'm going to share the link, not to worry, I'll share the link. Now, that said, let me do a quick example here, just to see. When you're on TradingView, you don't need to bore yourself with the mathematics of calculating pips. All right. So I'm not going to even bore you with that also. Just a second. Look at this ruler here to my left here. This measurement tool. Once you pick it up, once you click on it, then you click on anywhere you click at. Maybe for example, here you click right over here, and you're about to take a sell or you want to take a trade. With this, you can go ahead to measure. When right here, you can see there's a figure right here. Let me mark that out. Yeah, it shows you 18.8, right? 18.8. This is telling you that from this point to this point is what? 18.8 pips. All right, that's about 19 pips thereabout. 19 pips. I'm going to now tell you what the knowledge of pips would do when you have a lot size against it. On the other hand, say, let me take this other example. If you have from this point and then you pull up all through to this point, you can see how many pips do we have here. It's already calculated for us. You don't need to bore yourself with the mathematics. Here we have what? 47.7 pips. 47.7 pips. That means from this point through to this point where this arrow is right here is what? 47.7 pips. Let's say approximately that's 48 pips. Okay, so it means that for a lot size now, is I want you to understand these foundational things very, very well. Because from tomorrow, when I begin to share trade signals, this is how you are going to be able to understand, okay, how many pips did we make here? How much money would that result to for someone who uses this certain amount of lot size or the other? All right, so lot size. Understand that lot size are basically your contract size, like the amount you are willing to stake on the movement of price for you or against you. I'll take that again. Lot size is your contract size. That is the amount you are willing to stake every time the price moves for you or it moves against you. Every time price moves for you to your advantage in your profit or in the loss for you. Lot size is the contract size, the amount you are telling your broker to take out or give you for every loss or every profit that you are making in the market. How do we understand this? There are three basic lot sizes that you can use. You have the micro, then you have the macro, and then the standard. Everybody starts from where? From the micro. I advise and I strongly recommend you start from there, whether on a demo or a live account. Start your trading from where? The micro lot size. When you're using the micro lot size, if you have your MT4 already set up, you would be able to see this. You would have price being quoted. The minimum is 0.01, and then up till, if you're trading from 0.01 to 0.09, you are trading what? A micro lot size. A micro lot size. So let's say, for an example, you make 40 pips while trading your micro lot size of let's say 0.05. I hope I'm not, if you're beginning to get it wrong, please draw my attention so I can take the explanation again, or you rather also take out time to rewatch the video. So I said micro lot size from 0.01 through till 0.09. All right. So I'm taking an example to say that I'm taking a trade and then the trade is going 40 pips in my direction and I'm using the lot size of what 0.05. What does what's the implication? The implication is that when you're trading a lot size of 0.05, you are actually staking 50 cents, that is cent of a dollar, 0.50, not 50 cent the wrapper. So 50 cents on every time the market moves for you, right? 50 cents is what you're doing. If you're trading with 0.01, what you're doing is what? 10 cents. Okay, if you're trading with 0.09, what you're doing is what? That's 90 cents. Okay, 90 cents. All right, so here you're doing what? 50 cents. And what does that mean? So it means that 50 cents multiplied by 40. That means if you have a trade going in your direction for 40 pips with 0.05 lot size, you would have made what? $20 off that trade. So the same trade now, someone is using a macro lot size. The macro lot size is from 0.1 till 0.9. All right. So when you're trading 0.1, the implication is that what you're trading at $1 per pip. So every movement of the market for you or against you at one lot size, I mean at 0.1 lot size, is $1. And on the other hand, at 0.9 lot size is what? $9. Now, what's the implication? Say for an example, you're now trading and you picked your entries with 0.3 lot size, right? That's what? $3 per pip, right? And then you still the same trade of 40 pips here was the same trade you took here. What would be the financial implication? That's simply what? 3 by 40. So it means that the same person would, I mean, a different person, let's assume this is person A is trading with micro lots, person B is trading with the macro lot. So on the same trade where person A is making $20, person B is making what? $120 because what? He's using 0.3 lot size. All right. Now to the standard. Your standard lot size is anything above 1.0. All right. Anything from 1.0 and above. So I've seen people who trade 100, but don't get carried away. One thing I want you to understand is that you need to factor in the size of your account, right? You need to factor in the size of your account, one. You need to factor in your experience level and then your trading psychology before you go ahead to just start increasing your lot sizes, okay? It's not just about increasing your lot sizes. You need to factor in your skill, your experience at every point in time, okay? Before you go ahead. So say for an example, if you're trading at 5 lot, if you're trading 5 lot, what does that mean? It means every time the market moves for you or against you, it's a $50 risk. Okay. So for an example, at 5 lot, the same and person C now still 40 pips. So it means that this person is going to be making what? $2,000. Means the person will be making what? $2,000. All right. So if you understand to this very point, can I get a 1 in the comment section? If you understand what I've shared till this point, can I get a 1 in the chat session? Just drop a 1. I'm in a class now, please. Oh, awesome. 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 Okay. Someone says I understand well, but I'll need to confirm it's kind of strange. Okay. That it's allowed. It's allowed. For the first time, I may not. Okay, good. Good. Oh, someone said double one. That's nice. All right. So moving on, I'll be touching the next thing now. Just a second. I'm trying to set up some. Okay. I've talked about simplifying Forex. I've talked about pips. I've talked about lot size. I'm going to try as much as possible to keep today very, very simple, short. It's just a taster. And then tomorrow we go straight into the money things. Okay. Now, okay. The last thing I'm going to be talking about today that I want every trader must know this. I get to see a lot of people who say, oh, I'm very busy, but I want to know when can I be trading Forex, right? Um, oh, someone said I should speak up. Oh, okay. Okay, someone asked about margins also. I'll be touching that in a short while. Okay, so trading session, very, very important. Like trading sessions are very, very important. One of the things you need to find out is, irrespective of your schedule, what you currently do, if you are really, really, really interested in making money off Forex, you need to understand when the market is ready. Okay, you need to understand when the market is ready. Let me make this example. For an example, you see someone who decides to visit, say, someone decides to visit maybe Computer Village. That's one popular market in Lagos here, Nigeria. And then you decide to visit Computer Village maybe on a Sunday when the shops are closed. You would likely have a conclusion that what, oh, these guys didn't come. Oh, there's nothing to buy, right? Because why? You are going there. Actually, you are the one who went to the market at a wrong time. Okay. You are visiting the place at a wrong time. On the other hand, if you see someone else who visits Computer Village, say by Monday morning, maybe at 9 a.m., would the person have the same experience like someone who visited on Sunday? Outrightly no. So there are 7 sessions, right? 7 trading sessions, but I'm going to focus on the 3 most important ones. And actually, I only trade 2 of these 7 sessions. Okay, there are 3 that are of significant importance, right? But I only trade just 2 of these sessions, right? And it's the same for everyone. You can just look out for even one of the session to just focus on. You can't trade in all the sessions, okay? You need to just find the one that works best with your schedule and focus on that. We have the first session that opens is the Sydney, some people call it, oh sorry, is the New Zealand session. New Zealand session. And I'll be giving the Nigerian time when they open. The New Zealand session opens first. After that is the Australian session. Some people call it Sydney. Of course, Sydney is the. Then the next session that opens afterwards is the Asian session. Then you have the Frankfurt. Then you have the London. Then you have the New York session. All right, so you have the New Zealand, Australian, Asian, Frankfurt, London, and the New York session. Okay. There's a session also. I'm not going to list that yet. That would be the one to make it the seventh. What's it called in Switzerland? Their trading session also holds a little importance, but in fact, we don't need them. Why I'm going to be talking about the New Zealand session is because that's when the trading day begins. So I'm using Nigerian time now. At 10 p.m. every day, Monday, Sunday, actually, Sunday through till Friday, right? That's when the session, the market actually opens for us over here. The market actually opens 10 p.m. on Sunday night, which is around, I think, 8 a.m. in New Zealand. All right. So that's the first session that gets to open. That's why when majority of people, if you watch other videos of people talking about trading in other countries of the world, they talk about Monday to Friday. But for us in Nigeria, actually, in reality, it is from 10 p.m. Okay. 10 p.m. Sunday night. That's when the market actually opens. But you don't have a business trading that session. Why? Because volatility is usually very, very low. And then the spread is usually very, very high at that point in time. Okay. I don't want to bore you with all the details about what spread is and what volatility, of course, is important, right? That's volume. That's when there's a lot of money. That's when there's a lot of trading activities, and those are the best times to trade. So the next session that opens is the Australian session. You don't have to still bother yourself. That opens 11 p.m. Nigerian time, except for when there's a switch in the Greenwich Meridian time and all of those things. Then the Asian session. Asian session is important because yes, it has volume to an extent. So that opens 1 a.m. in the middle of the night Nigerian time. All right. So you may find out whatever time zone, whatever time that equates to, depending on the country where you find yourself, it's still going to be important for you. Okay. The Asian session opens 1 a.m. and this is one important session. What pairs can you be considering at this time? You can consider your Euro JPY, right? All JPY pairs, all JPY pairs are good at this time. Either your Euro JPY, GBP JPY, NZD JPY, all could be traded at this time. There's a lot of volume in there. The Frankfurt session opens 7 a.m. Nigerian time. Is not important to you because it doesn't really have so much volume. The two most important sessions are the London session and the New York session. Okay. So right now, as we speak, the London session is running. London session is running. And then for those in the Pips Mastery room, you would have seen, I think Bola shared that he's taking a trade already in, from the room in there. He took a GBP trade. I also took an Euro JPY trade earlier around 7 a.m. or thereabout. So you can trade the London session. It's quite cool. There's a lot of volume. The London session actually opens at 8 a.m. Nigerian time. And then it will be 9 a.m. when the Greenwich, there's this time zone shift, whatever that happens. But 8 a.m. Nigerian time is perfect for you because just whatever time it is, at that time in London, 8 a.m. for us in Nigeria, I think we share the same time except when that 1 hour shift usually happens. So London session is quite good. If you are someone who always have your daytime, okay, I'm always at my best in the morning, and then maybe you work an evening shift or you don't even have a 9 to 5 that you're doing, you can get committed to trading London session. This is what I do every day. I trade London and sometimes I trade New York. Okay, sometimes I trade New York, but I prefer to trade London because I know I'm usually more at my best in the early hours of the morning. What kind of pairs should you focus on at the London session? All GBP pairs are very good. USD pairs are also very good. The USD pairs are the major currencies. They are very good at this period. Which other one? Yeah, your Euro pairs also they do well. Euro pairs. Not until recently that what's it called? Britain separated itself from Euro through the Brexit, but their financial roadmap still looks very much the same. Okay, so Euro is good to trade. Um, USD pairs are good, and then the same thing with New York. Amazingly, New York session opens for us 2 p.m. Nigerian time. So this is the afternoon. In the afternoon, that's when the New York session actually opens for us. So it's still an amazing time to trade. And what kind of pairs can you trade? This is the New York session is where there's the largest form of volume. Okay. So if you are looking for the more like when there's a very high percentage of volume in the market, and that's when you want to trade, focus on the overlap between the London session and the New York session. Okay. That's usually around 1 p.m. to about 4 p.m. in the afternoon. So at this point, there's usually a lot of volume. So if you know you started trading, maybe you started trading from London, anything you're doing between 8 to 5 to 4 p.m., honestly, you've done more than enough for a day. Okay. So take out time to rest, take out time to go do some other stuff. It could be, you know, relaxing, unwinding, preparing for the next day, or trying to do other things that you are so passionate about. Okay. You don't have to take 20 trades. I just showed you a simple mathematics now. I just did a simple maths to show how much you can make off a 40 pips trade depending on the volume or the lot size you are using at every point in time. Okay, so that's the it's not in the multitude or the complexities of trading as it were. Okay, I keep trying to ask. So these are some basic things. Are there questions that you like me to take? Let me know now because I'm about Hello. Hey, sorry. The network messed that up. So sorry. Can we take questions now? If you have questions you want me to shed light on, so that tomorrow we can get started on market structure. As we're taking market structure, I'll talk about candlesticks also, and then price action. We're going to tomorrow is going to be more. Yes, we'll be doing much more tomorrow, and then we'll start taking trades. So I expect everyone to at least set your demo account, or if you have a live account, you're already trading. Just set everything running tomorrow, all right? Before tomorrow, set everything running before tomorrow, all right, so that you can make the most of what we're doing, so that you can make the most of our engagements. Okay, the links, I won't forget the links. I won't forget the links. All right, so this is where we'll call it a day, guys. Thank you very much for sticking by. Thank you for finding value in what I'm sharing, and definitely share this with your friends. Hit the like buttons, do all the great things you want to do to make this video blow up, so that people can get to see and then become financially free also. And let me say this: I don't want you to trade in fear. That's one of the things that a lot of people keep doing, and then it won't get you the kind of results you want. Trade with confidence, right? When you have the knowledge and then you properly position yourself, there's nothing. Don't let fear, the fear of what people have said about trading, what people have said about forex, and so many things like that. Don't let that get into your spirit, okay? Take the positive vibe from this. I tell you, this is one of the best things you can be doing with your time. You know, this is one of the best things you can be doing to try to raise good finance or to raise good money for yourself. So that's what it is, guys. Thank you very much, and see you tomorrow, 9:30 a.m. Nigerian time. We'll set the ball rolling again. Cheers, everyone.